Right now at 6, Joe Biden's stunning cancer revelation, the latest on his fight ahead.
And how a major bridge closure could impact your drive.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We begin with a police presence at UW-Platteville, a police perimeter set up around Wilgus Hall on that campus. Now, officials confirm there is currently no active threat to campus, but there has been an isolated incident. We are working to confirm those details. Students had previously been asked to shelter in place around the 4 o'clock hour. That has since lifted. We have a crew en route to Platteville right now. The university is expected to give a briefing on the incident sometime this evening. We're not sure when that will be. Final exams, meanwhile, are canceled for today and tomorrow. A headache for Lansing, Iowa residents. The Black Hawk Bridge closed until further notice.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains what residents can expect.
Just after midnight on Sunday, the Black Hawk Bridge was closed after unsafe levels of movement were detected.
This bridge is a lifeline to the local communities.
The Black Hawk Bridge connects Wisconsin to Iowa, and many area residents use the bridge on their daily commutes. Now, they face a literal roadblock.
It breaks my heart that, we're cutting off somebody from their job and making it this massive impact on their lives.
Around 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, Berg was notified that the bridge's monitoring system went off.
Pier 3 on the existing bridge had moved beyond our safety thresholds.
Berg believes construction to replace the bridge had something to do with the shift.
They were installing some piling for some temporary shoring towers that will support the truss of the new bridge. And while those piling were being installed, that's where we saw the movement on the monitoring system.
It's the second time in 15 months the bridge has closed due to unsafe movement. An engineering firm is now evaluating the bridge's safety.
If we have enough safety left in the bridge, we can reopen it. If we don't have that factor of safety, then we can start looking at other options like repair.
For now, those who use the bridge are forced to use lengthy detours.
It's a tremendous hardship for people just commuting back and forth to work, for businesses on both sides of the river. It has a big impact. 2,300 vehicles a day use that bridge.
The new bridge won't be ready until early 2027, and right now, no word on how long the closure will last. Officials are asking residents to be patient in the meantime.
Nobody likes to have a situation like this come about. It will pass.
Now, if needed, a ferry service could return to help people cross the river. Reporting in Lansing, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. Construction for an Arcadia rail crossing starts today. The crossing at Whiz 93 in Arcadia will be closed until Friday for construction. The street will be closed at the crossing and a signed detour will be in effect. The Wisconsin DNR announced that the Tank Creek Bridge on the Great River State Trail is currently closed due to damage from a fire. There were no injuries reported, but the bridge is a total loss. A timeline and budget for replacement has not yet been established. Wisconsin State Route 93 is also closed for resurfacing. The closure affects the stretch from Cedar Road south of Eau Claire to the Trempealeau County line near Oliva. The road will now stay closed until early August. Traffic will be detoured to I-94, Highway 37, or US 10. Also closing today, County Highway JB for culvert work. It's happening along the roadway in Middle Ridge. The first closure runs through May 22nd from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. The road will reopen for the holiday weekend, then close again May 27th through the 29th.
An arrest warrant is out for a La Crosse man charged with attempted homicide. 28-year-old Deontay Booth is a suspect in the 5th Avenue shooting last Thursday. According to the criminal complaint, Booth shot the 20-year-old victim in the face after a fight in an apartment. This photo of Booth is from March of this year. If you have any information, call the La Crosse Crime Stoppers at 608-784-TIPS. Former President Biden breaking his silence on his prostate cancer diagnosis. The former president is facing a more advanced prostate cancer, but doctors say treatment options are still available. Biden's cancer was detected after he started having symptoms. Prostate screenings are recommended for men between ages 55 to 69. According to the CDC, men over the age of 70 should not be screened for prostate cancer routinely. The former president's office says his prostate cancer was graded with a Gleason score of 9 out of 10. That represents a more aggressive form of the disease.
If cancer is found in a metastatic stage, it's generally not curative, but we can manage it through medical management or what we call hormone therapy.
According to the Wisconsin Cancer Collaborative, prostate cancer is second most common form of cancer in La Crosse County. Now, that local doctor recommends seeing your primary care physician for prostate cancer screenings.
Well, we've been experiencing cooler temps. Yesterday shaped up really nicely. It was really sunny. Today a little bit more chillier. Tomorrow, Greg, lots of rain ahead.
Yeah, we're not going to be seeing 70s or even 80s. This weekend was kind of cold on Saturday, a little bit better. 60 still below average on Sunday. Today, a little bit of sun in the afternoon helped get us close to 60 for a lot of areas, but really it's going to be chilly. That's the one thing, like late March-like weather, but it's also the rainfall that's going to be coming in too. Right now, just cloudies here and there, but overall a little bit of sun. That wind is kept up to getting back up to around 60, 61, 62 for most areas today, and that's really with the high temperature. With the help of a little sun did improve it, but once again, we should be around 73 to 74 this time of year, so it is still well below average. Now, that's quickly going to change here this evening. All the precipitation out to the west is going to begin to pull northeast. We'll have a few showers or even a few storms here, but most of this is still well off to the west. It's associated with a very cold, very deep system that's actually going to be producing some snow for the plain states with this system eventually. So this evening we'll start to see showers, but mainly west of the river, and even that activity kind of dwindles as it gets closer. So I think most areas will see dry conditions until about 9, and then west of the river will start seeing more of a shower activity pick up, and then the rest of the area will see that later tonight. So overall, a lot of areas will kind of be dry somewhat, but towards the morning commute, as you wake up with these temperatures, it's going to be wet conditions for a lot of areas as we go forward. So we'll break down how much rain, how long it's going to stay, and when we actually might reach 60 again, and then eventually when we'll reach 70 again too.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Attorney General Josh Kaul in Eau Claire today, meeting with victim service providers and advocates. They talked about the funding crisis impacting crime victim services. It's forcing cuts to programs and staff sizes. The group is pushing for long-term funding solutions.
As one of the participants in our discussion today made clear, to hold offenders accountable, it's critical that we provide victim services. Those services can help empower victims to engage with the justice system. And that makes all of us safer as we work to hold perpetrators accountable.
Some victim service programs run domestic violence shelters, help create victim safety plans, and provide crisis response services.
Still to come, a deeper look into the logging industry. Wisconsin loggers show us their day-to-day, including the crucial role they play in conservation. When we come back.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Ashley. Summer is heating up with our incredible selection of hot buys, starting at just $2.99. Plus, pay over time with 0% interest for 72 months. Shop in store and online, only at Ashley. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like select name brand tires, buy 3, get 1 free for rewards members, plus up to $80 in consumer rebates on select brands. Just ask an associate for details and learn about our best tire price promise. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers?
Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
The Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now at Ashley. Save up to $500 on adjustable sets from Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select mattress purchase when you buy in store. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley.
Logging is an economic powerhouse in Wisconsin. With 46% of the Badger State covered in forest, there's ample opportunity for work in the industry. But it's more than just cutting down trees to make paper. I took a visit out to Rhinelander, Wisconsin to meet with modern-day lumberjacks who delve into the myths, the risks, and the rewards of being what they call stewards of the land. One of the world's oldest industries, and one of the most crucial. From the paper we write on, to the medicines we take, and the clothes we wear.
You can't go through your daily life without touching forest products in some way, shape, or form.
Over 40% of Wisconsin is covered in forest, 17 million acres to be exact. And contrary to popular belief, loggers are in the business of making sure they stick around.
Ultimately, our goal and a product that we really produce is a forest that's better than when we found it.
Meet Dave and Kurt Hakes, a father and son duo operating David Hakes Logging in the Chippewa Valley.
I just absolutely love being out here in the woods. It's probably one of the best jobs in the world.
He's been a logger for 34 years, introducing his son to the trade at just 12 years old.
The physical labor aspect was kind of the thing that Dad wanted to start me out in. We used to delimb by hand with chainsaws.
Love to hand cut.
But because of technology, chainsaws are a thing of the past, thanks to this. When you see a logger cutting down a tree, you might assume that they're doing the environment a disservice, but in reality, they're actually making a way for new life.
People need to understand you need to cut trees to get trees.
85% of the trees on this lot will be cleared out, making way for sunlight to regrow the stumps. The white oak left over will provide seeding and a food source of acorns for white-tailed deer. As for the logs, they'll go to a manufacturing mill in Minnesota to make railroad ties, flooring, paper, and cardboard.
It's hard work. It isn't for the average person.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, logging is considered one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
I had a hydraulic implement fall on my foot one time.
I've been cut a couple times with a saw, but that just required stitches.
Any broken limbs?
No, not personally.
But there is some good news.
Our safety equipment has gotten so much better. So they're sitting in very comfortable cabs of machines. They're air conditioned, they're heated, they're very protective. I've never seen a tree drop on one yet that actually hurt anybody.
So, is the risk worth it?
A lot of people make a really good living in this industry.
Loggers can make anywhere from $18 to $30 an hour, and 80% of them are self-employed.
You can work after dark, you can do whatever you want. It's freedom of coming and going.
Starting your own logging company isn't cheap. You need around $2.5 million worth of equipment to get going. And for these woodsmen, their job is more than just a job.
You can't replace what you see out in the woods. Just being out there in the trees is very peaceful.
Solitude.
And mainly the greater purpose, being stewards of the land.
It's an amazing, and when you look at what you left behind 10, 15, 20 years later, and you see how all this regeneration is growing and how it's sequestering carbon.
We're out here to serve the public. We're out here to serve the forest. The way you do things has ramifications for 60, 80, 100 years. So the work we do out here really matters. And that is really, really special to me. To be part of something meaningful and impactful is really cool.
Now, the average age of a logger in the Lake States is 56 years old, so there's a constant demand for younger talent. To become a logger, Shina Beck says you'll need at least a high school diploma, an understanding of best management practices for water quality, a knowledge of tree species, including invasive species, and you should be able to operate equipment. But most importantly, loggers must exercise a love for the outdoors. And we'll send it on over to Greg.
Definitely going to be wet, windy conditions for the next several days, and they'll make it feel more like mid-March instead of mid to end of May. We'll break down when the rain will come to an end and what it looks like going towards Memorial Day weekend. That'll coming up on your First One weather update after the break.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save. Well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Visit HometownChevy.com.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product, with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a change here coming up. We've already had some cooler conditions this weekend, but now comes the rain and really chilly, almost chilly conditions too for the next couple days. We'll be on the south side, north side of a low that's shifting to the east. So the good news about that is we don't have severe weather with this system, but we're going to have wet, chilly, and windy conditions for Tuesday with an east wind. Now, as we go into Wednesday, shower activity, more probably light rain in the morning, more showers in the afternoon, so it won't be a steady all-day rain. Still kind of chilly with the temperatures out there in the 50s. The end of the week looks dry, but we'll get back into the 60s there. We should be at this point, mid-70s almost. So it'll get back up there, but still won't be where we should be. Overall, this evening, most of the area east of the river is going to remain dry all the way till about midnight potentially. A lot of this activity west is going to kind of reach up to the river maybe by 9:30, 10, but it will continue to kind of fall apart as it does as this low gets closer. So don't expect too much in the way of precipitation for most areas, except if you're like northeast Iowa, that'll begin to increase. But now the time we get to 2 or 3, a large area begins to kind of rotate up from the southwest. That'll impact areas south of I-90 by at least 3 a.m. And then most of the rest of the area, at least I-94 and southward, will see a wet morning commute as this large area of moderate, maybe even potentially some heavy rainfall really starts coming down. As you see, by 8, this line begins eventually to approach. It actually went away there. But anyway, that should actually show the precipitation throughout the whole time. And really, this area will just continue to rotate throughout the afternoon hours. That'll be the main thing going on. Now, as we go towards Tuesday night, it'll start transitioning a little bit more to showers and even have a few breaks in there, especially further south as the low heads right to the south. We'll still have precipitation going on Wednesday, but it's not all the entire area. You'll see steady rainfall, and the rainfall will be more light amounts as we go into Wednesday morning. And by the time we get to the afternoon, there still could be a little bit of few showers developing as it kind of still sits in nearby the area. But for the most part, a lot of time Wednesday, especially Wednesday afternoon, evening, you probably see more cloud cover going on than anything else. Still cool though. So rainfall to about 5 to 6 a.m. You're not looking at a lot east of the river, mainly a tenth, a little bit more than that, but it definitely does pick up after 2 or 3 for areas of northeast Iowa where you start picking up more than ½ to 1 inch. Now the rest of the time as we go throughout the day and Tuesday all the way to Wednesday about 10 p.m. there's going to be some areas that could pick up 2 to 3 inches of rain in some parts. Other areas 1½ to 2. There's kind of a cutoff as you go further north of I-94. It does kind of taper off to maybe a quarter, maybe an inch at some areas up there, but they'll definitely see the less of it as you go further south. That's where it is. Now the winds, the other issue is going to go on for all the way through tomorrow. 35 to 40 potentially in the morning hours right there coming out of the east. Those gusts will continue in the afternoon. A little bit of a break maybe going towards the evening, but it's definitely going to be windy. As we go to the temperatures here for Wednesday, as I mentioned, not much change in temperatures, 40s to near 50 at the daytime. The better shot of more improvement in the temperatures will come Thursday and Friday, but even then we're still not where we should be at average, which should be the mid 70s. If you're looking for Memorial Day weekend, we do have chances increasing Monday for rain. We'll have a better idea how that's going to hold out, but the other thing is it's going to be below average temperatures too, continuing to Memorial Day. So if you're looking for 80, maybe getting closer to June 1st.
Okay, so a little ways away.
Yep, pretty much a flip of the switch from the first half to the second half of the month.
Absolutely. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, get ready for the conference finals. Hear from Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch as Minnesota prepares for the Thunder. Plus, action on the golf course as MVC schools compete for the conference crown. Cade is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new fire table. Available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off all in-stock outdoor products. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is outside by the fire.
These days, there's a lot of talk about business in America. That's something that Honda knows all about, because most of the Honda vehicles sold in America are built in America using domestic and globally made parts. Honda's built over 31 million vehicles in the USA. Enough, if lined up end to end, would go from the Statue of Liberty to the Golden Gate Bridge and back over 13 times. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get the American-built Pilot with 3.99% APR financing. For details, see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
The postseason is soon approaching for all of our spring sports, and that means conference champions will soon be crowned. Out on the golf course this afternoon, we had the MVC conference tournament as a few schools were hoping to be champions. It was a chilly morning at Viroqua Hills Golf Course, but a lot of good golf, including this shot from Holman's Kale Halaska. On hole 1, a nice chip puts it right next to the pin. He would tap that in for par and finish tied for 4th place. Here's Thomas Colin Ritter driving on hole 7. He would go in the bunker on the drive, but had a great second shot and would eventually save par. He would finish the day in 6th place. Aquinas' James Seegert finished the day with a 79, tied for 4th. The conference runner-up, that goes to Holman's Aiden Dirks. He shot a 77. And the MVC individual champion goes to Onalaska's Chasen Witt. Here he is on the par 3, hole 5. Sinks the putt for par. He shot a 76 on the day. The Hilltoppers, they were crowned conference champions as a team, while Holman was the runner-up. The conference finals are set for the NBA playoffs, and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be up against the top seed Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder have been one of the best teams in the NBA all season long, but they split the regular season series with Minnesota 2-2. It's going to be a grind for both teams as the Thunder are one of the best defensive teams in the league, but the Timberwolves are hungry, and they've been in this spot before.
It took a lot out of us emotionally,
and probably physically when we got to the next round. And, you know, we're in the same place we are right now. I think guys have a better grasp of that. Like, we still got 8 more wins to achieve our ultimate goal, and we still have 2 more series, and we're only halfway there. And I think there's just a far better understanding of that than there was a year ago.
Timberwolves vs. Thunder, Game 1 set for Tuesday night at 7:30 on ESPN. I'll have Brewers and Twins, and of course Aquinas vs. Holman tonight at 10. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Kick off your summer right with big seasonal savings at Fleet Farm. Kingsford 16-pound 2-packs of charcoal briquettes are just $17.99. Suffolk's braided fishing line is only $7.99 a spool. And get a free $25 gift card with every $100 you spend on select Columbia apparel and footwear. For more of the hottest summer specials at the best prices guaranteed, stop by your local Fleet Farm or check out our weekly ad at fleetfarm.com.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Well, for the evening, it should be dry. Really, the precipitation really comes after midnight. For the morning commute, it's going to be wet and windy, and that really starts a period of where it's just going to be precipitation all the way through Wednesday, and the temperatures struggling to get to 50 tomorrow. We may get 55 on Wednesday, and then finally for the end of the week, 60s, but even that below average. So Memorial Day weekend are okay if you don't want the heat, but precipitation-wise, we'll have to keep an eye on Monday for right now.
Okay, so windbreakers and umbrellas.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those days.
Look out for the flying dirt everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.